Okay, so the X-Men Days of Future Past second trailer has been released, as well as some images from the shooting of Avengers Age of Ultron. So I'm going to give my opinion on both of those. Let's start with the X-Men, the new X-Men trailer. X-Men Days of Future Past. From what I gathered from the trailer, and by the way, let me just say that the trailer looks amazing. I watched it several times in just that one day. What I think the overall concept of it is going to be is we're going to see something like, if you are a Dragon Ball Z fan, the History of Trunks movie, where we're going to see all the X-Men get kind of mauled down, murdered, and then that's when Professor X and Magneto is going to send Wolverine back into the past to try to prevent this from happening. I think that's going to be the concept. I don't think we're going to see Holly Berry, Colossus. I don't think we're going to see much of any of those characters in this film. I think it's going to be more of the Sentinels have taken over, and we see the X-Men get hunted down, the mutants get hunted down, and they send Wolverine back to the past. I mean, if we see Holly Berry for more than 5 minutes in this film, I would be surprised. Same thing with all these other characters. That's why Rogue's character, who was supposed to appear in the film, they said got cut out the last second, and it was only a few minutes part. So I really believe that a lot of the older X-Men cast will be cut out of this film, or if they're not cut out, you're going to have really extreme small roles in the very beginning of the film. This is basically going to be just a sequel to Days of Future, or First Class, but just combining all the films and trying to correct some of the continuity issues with like X-Men 3 and Wolverine, not the new Wolverine, but Origins, and just try to kind of fix everything together. But with that said, it still looks like an epic movie. At some point, according to the trailer, you can see that there is going to be a time where Professor X from the past and Professor X from the future meet. I do believe that Patrick Stewart and, they're all going to have bigger roles. Professor X and Magneto is going to have bigger roles than like Holly Berry and, some of the other cast members. But eventually, this is really just a first-class sequel that is just bridging this stuff together. Needless to say, it still looks phenomenal. This whole trailer looks phenomenal, and I can't wait for this movie. I hope it leads into Apocalypse. They said they are doing Apocalypse. I hope it leads into Apocalypse nice and smoothly, and just looks like a fantastic movie. Love the trailer. Watched it several times. I could be nitpicky about the actual Sentinels, but whatever. That's just nitpicking. Overall, it looks great. Can't wait to watch it. With that, on the other side of the coin, we got some stills from Age of Ultron. Scarlet Witch looks fucking fantastic. I'm not a huge Scarlet Witch fan. I became more of a Scarlet Witch fan after X-Men vs. Avengers. I really became more of a Scarlet Witch fan. I never really liked her outfit. Sometimes depending on who's drawing her, she looks pretty good, and then depending on who's drawing her, she looks pretty bad. But I was never really big on Scarlet Witch's outfit. And then when they said they cast the Olsen girl to play her, I was like, not the Olsen twins, but the other Olsen girl. I was like, but when I seen the stills, I was like, wow, this looks fucking amazing. They give her the red jacket. She kind of looks, it's hard to explain, but she really looks fucking awesome, like Scarlet Witch from a real life universe. I think it looks fucking awesome. Quicksilver, on the other hand, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I still think it looks kind of, iffy. It looks better than Quicksilver from X-Men Days of Future Past, but this one still looks, I don't want to say ridiculous, because I just think the hair looks fucking crazy. It just, like, really. But I really like Scarlet Witch. I wish I could see some concept of Miss Marvel, because Miss Marvel's in this movie. Because Miss Marvel's another character I really fucking love. I really want to see how they do Miss Marvel. I don't understand, though, why they keep like all of the other characters in their traditional get-ups, but for Scarlet Witch, all they really had to do was just give her a long red trench coat, and they didn't do that. They went with a more modern punk look, which it looks fine. Just kind of wondering why they didn't try to take more of a classic approach to it, but that's just nitpicking, really. But both the trailer looks amazing, as well as the concept art for, or not the concept art, but the photo stills from the set of Age of Ultron. Looking forward to both of these films. I'm just glad that we get the X-Men movie this year and we don't have to wait for both films next year. So if you've seen the trailer, seen this photo stills, tell me what you think in the comment box below. Until next time, guys, I'm Storm Zink, and that's my opinion.